and welcome to my channel. Today I'm just going to give a few little announcements, then I'm going to be getting into this video about folklore and divinational games that used to be played in the 1800s, and they all originated in Ireland and Scotland, and they're more or less for single people to play on about their loves, who they're going to marry, who's interested in them, that kind of stuff. But it's kind of interesting, some of these. You can always, change it up a little bit if you want to play these games on Halloween. Yeah. But, alright, so first of all, I made some a Halloween skit, I guess you could say. In the title it says it's a musical, but it's more or less really for children. But if you want to watch, it's really cute. It's really cute. It's a story told through song, of course, because it's a musical, and it's from the pumpkin patch that the fairy godmother from the Cinderella movie got all her characters from. And it talks a little bit about the pumpkin wishing to be a carriage, and the mice and the lizards and Cinderella's horse named Major, how they all became part of the ways to get Cinderella to the ball. But this is it's a Halloween ball, and then after the ball, the fairy godmother brings them back to the pumpkin patch, all of them, and they go back into their regular selves, and she's reminding them that she'll be back next year and to take them to the ball again, but they have to brush their teeth. They have to brush their teeth after all the candy that they ate. It's kind of cute. So if you want to check it out, it's in my Halloween playlist on this channel. And then I also have some, I guess you could say, adult, well, that doesn't sound right, not songs that aren't made for children, over on my other channel. And I put in my post section here on this channel, I brought it over and put it in a link, so you can watch it from this channel, or you could go over to my other channel, which is Tarot Alive Through Song, and there's I think there's 19 songs on it. Actually, it's a half hour, and they're all songs that I have that I created, and they talk about, there's a song about Mary Worth, or Bloody Mary, however you see it, and that divinational game. I don't know if you ever played it. It's called Light as a Feather, Stiff as a Board. That's when you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 people. Someone lays down on the floor, and then another person will go up to their head, and they'll sit behind them, and they'll rub their temples and tell them to close their eyes and relax. And they'll tell them a spooky story, or tell them a story of some sort. And the other 4 people, 2 on each side, slide 2 fingers underneath the person that's on the floor, under their body. And then as soon as, that person's relaxed, the story's over. They say, light as a feather, stiff as a board. They say it 3 times. And then the person that was putting that person into a meditation, rubbing their temples, will say, okay, on the count of 3, we are going to lift you. And you go 1, 2, 3, and they lift that person up. I don't know if you ever played that. I used to play that long ago when I was a teenager with my friends on Halloween, and it really works. But anyhow, there's a song about that. There's a song about Freddie and Jason at the pet cemetery. And that's kind of a spooky-ish one. And then I just have some about ghost hunters, how they how when they ghost hunt, you know, they're asking all these questions and they scream and they get scared when they get an answer. And there's a song about EVPs and Candle Divination Game, which is in this list, is what I'm going to tell you about. But there's 19 songs, something like that. And so if you're interested in it, you can go to that channel, my other channel, or you can just go to my posts in my on my page here on this name, Joy's Metaphysical Nature channel, and you can find the link there. So, okay, and also one more little thing. I'm sorry, but I had some extra songs, and I might put them on at the end of this video. You know, some are child friendly and some aren't. That's going to go on to this video. So, you know, if you're interested, stick around after this and the songs will start playing. So, alright, so let's go ahead and get into this. I'm going to be reading from my notes here for you. Okay, so the first game I have, now remember these are from Ireland and Scotland in the 1800s. Okay, you're going to need you will be needing an apple, a candle, and a mirror. Alright, so at midnight on Halloween, they would sit in front of the mirror with their apple and a lit candle and a knife. They're going to cut. Then you're going to cut the apple into 9 pieces while you're sitting in front of the mirror, and you're going to eat 8 of those pieces. But you're not going to eat the 9th piece because you're going to offer it to the mirror, and your lover or someone that you admire is going to come through the mirror, and they're going to eat that 9th piece. They're going to eat that 9th. They're going to claim that piece of apple. Alright. Now the next one I have here is called Ring Around the Barley. And you can switch it up for straw. You know, any type of bale of grains. Okay, and you're going to be blindfolded. You maybe want to use maybe 4 or 6 people in this game. You're going to be blindfolded and you're going to run around. And you're going to run around that bale of hay or straw, whatever you're choosing here. And at that last turn, when you get to the last turn of the 3, you're going to stop running and you're going to kind of spread out and wander around. You still have that blindfold on, and the first person you run into is going to be the person you're supposed to marry, that you're going to marry, or maybe just become really good friends with. You know, depending on you know, if you're single or married, people, you know, whatever, you know. Okay. Alright, this one's called A Dumb Cake. This game here is where you're going to bake a cake with some friends, okay? But as you're doing this, there should be no talking whatsoever. Don't make any sounds as you're preparing the cake. You know, you're mixing it, you're pouring it in the pan, you're putting it in the oven. Oven dings, you bring it out, you don't say a word. Nobody's saying a word yet. And, you know, you put it on a platter and you put it on the table. And you all go to the cake and you look at it. Well, excuse me, sorry. This incense I have burning is Palo Santo, and it's going right in my nose. But it smells so good. I'm sorry, but anyhow. So again, you go put it on the table. You're not saying a word. No one's saying a word. And you look at the top of the cake, and your future lovers will appear on that piece of cake. Will appear on that cake. Okay. This one's a little. This one's really easy. It's called Turning Silverware. Turning Silverware. At midnight, you set your table with all the place settings, and But you turn the silverware upside down. And in the morning, your beloved, or in the night then, your beloved will show up. And in the morning, all your silverware will be turned upright in the correct position. Right, this next one here, it says, this game is about apples. Again, another apple one. You're going to get, you get 2 apple seeds from the apple, and you get them wet. And you name them, all right? You name them. This is another love divination game. You name them for, you know, 2 people, possibly 2 people that you admire, that you would like to be in a relationship with, a deep friendship with, marry, you know, 2 seeds. So you name each seed, okay? You put them in the water, you get them wet, and then you stick them on your forehead. Yeah. And the first seed that falls off, you have to remember what you named your seeds, and the first seed that falls off is not going to be a good match for you, because they're not going to be true in the relationship. All right? Okay, now this one here is the candle game, which is, I made a song about it, like I was saying, and it's on my other channel, or in my posts here on this channel. So it's called the candle game. You're going to need 1 pink, 1 green, and 1 orange candle. And you're going to light them. You're going to light them. And then you're going to have someone's going to put a blindfold on you and spin you around, right? Spin you around. And then, put you towards the table, of course. And you have to blow. You have to try to blow out one of the candles. If you blow out the pink one, that is all about love and romance will be coming to you soon. And if you blow out the green one, that means that money is ahead. Money is coming towards you, to you. And then if you blow out the orange one, its meaning is you're going to be taking a trip. You know, that could even be a honeymoon. You know, you're going on a trip, you're going on vacation, going on a honeymoon. All right. All right. So then our next game we have is, now this one is you can run in a field of kale or cabbage or I think it was leeks, cabbage or kale at midnight on Halloween. And you're going to pull a stalk. You're going to pull a stalk of that kale or cabbage or leeks up out of the ground. And the shape and length and even the taste is going to tell you all about your future mate. Okay, so if the roots are short and thick, you're going to be, or you should plan on cooking a lot for them. Because that means they like to eat. You'll be cooking a lot. And if the root is withered and old, it's more than likely you're going to marry a widow or a widower. And now the size of the dowry that they have, all right, it all depends on the amount of dirt that's on that root that you pulled. The more dirt, the more money they have. And if the root is crooked and tangled, you know, that means that your mate is gonna be deceitful. That's not a good mate for you. Okay. Now here's another one about oat pulling. All right. Again, this is on Halloween night. You're gonna walk blindfolded again in a field of oats, and you're gonna pull 3 stalks. If the 3rd stalk has no grain left, then your spouse won't be a virgin when you marry them. Only look at the 3rd stalk, but pull 3 of them. The 3rd stalk, no grain, then they are going to be a virgin. So it all depends on your liking and your beliefs on if you want grain on your stalk or not. Alright, now this game is called Nut Boating. Yep. Alright, so first of all, you're going to get some birthday candles. Okay, and you're going to get some walnut shells, or you could even use, if you don't have birthday candles, you can use those little tea light candles, okay? And you put them in the shell of the walnut. You fill your bathtub up with water, or you could just use your sink or a big bowl. Alright, you light the candle, you put the candle in the walnut shell, and you put them in the water. And boats, blah blah blah. And if those little boats drift together, it's going to be a good match. And of course, if they drift apart from each other, well, you know, it's not going to work out. But you want those nut shells, you want those walnut shells to come together. All right. Okay, I have a few more here. This one is called loogie bowls. A loogie is a bowl with a handle on it. That's what a loogie bowl is. So you just basically you need 3 bowls of water, okay? And you're going to have those 3 bowls. You're going to fill one with clean water, one with dirty water, and then the third one is going to be empty. It's not going to have any water in it at all. And again, you're going to blindfold the person that is playing, right? And you're going to have these bowls of water, these 3 bowls. You can put them in a triangle shape, however you want to do it. Blindfold them, spin them around, and then have them dip their hand. You know, go to dip their hand in one of the bowls. And whatever bowl that they choose, this is what happens. Okay, if you reached into the clean bowl, the clean water, you're going to marry a virgin. If you put your hand in the dirty water bowl, you're going to marry a widow. And if you put your hand into the bowl that has nothing in it, you're never going to marry. These are just a bunch of games that the younger generation, young people used to play on Halloween. All right. Now this one's kind of funnish. I don't know. I thought it was fun. Maybe because it has to do with yarn, a ball of yarn, and I have cats, so I think it's fun. But anyhow, here it is. On Halloween now, you're going to throw a ball of yarn out your window, but you're going to hold on to the one end of it, okay? And the person that comes along and sees this yarn all all unraveled and picks it up and wants to curl it, make it back into a ball. They are meant to be your fate. They are your soul partner. They're your fate. That's who you want to marry. You want to marry someone that will, be neat and clean up and help you out, right? Alright, so this next one is called Fortune Cake. Now this one here, again, is you're going to bake a cake, but while you're making it, you're going to be putting a small token in it, a small token. Maybe a button or a dice or any little kind of game piece, something. You're going to put something in the cake, all right? You're going to bake it, of course, then. And whoever gets that piece of cake, that has that little token, that little prize in it, we'll say, is who you're going to marry next year. Or maybe marry the cook. Or it also could mean that you need some dental work. Okay. And I have one more here for you. This one's called apple peeling. Apple peeling, okay? Apple peel fortune telling. You peel an apple and you throw the peels on the floor. Okay, so you're going to get a paring knife or however your potato peeler even possibly. Peel the apple, you know, and throw and throw those peelings over your shoulder. Then when you're done peeling the apple, you're going to turn around and you're going to see what kind of shape it made. You know, does it making a face? Did it make a face? Does it look like anybody that you know? Perhaps it's even spelling out initials, spelling out someone's name. All right? And then there's another way to do this game as well. All right, so again, you're going to be getting a paring knife and an apple, and you're going to be reciting the alphabet as you're peeling the apple, And whenever you're not going to just peel it, you're going to be doing it, you know, to go around the apple, to try to make one long peel, all right? So you're doing that and you're saying your alphabet. And when the peel breaks, whatever letter that you were on when it broke, that is the initial of the person that you are to marry, that you're going to date, that admires you, you know, whatever intention that you put into it before you start. All right? Then another one is with peeling an apple as well. You're going to do the same thing with your paring knife. You're going to go around it and around it until it breaks. And then you're going to drop it on the floor and you're going to look. And if whoever initial it is, again, is going to be your lover, the person you're going to marry, the person that admires you, a secret admirer, you know, whatever intention, like I said, that you put into it, that's what it's going to be. Oh, I do have another one here. I thought I was done. Right, these two here, or three, have to do with acorns now. So you have a bonfire, or you make a fire on Halloween, right? You get some acorns, one for each person that you would like to fall in love with. And so with their names that are on the acorns, you throw them into the fire then. And the acorn that burns the brightest and the longest without exploding is the one that loves you and you're going to fall in love with. Okay, now you can use some hazelnuts now. You drop them on the coals of a fire, and if the hazelnut burns to a cinder, there is no hinder that that's going to be a love that is true. Alright, another one is you put your name and your sweetheart's name on a nut. It could be a hazelnut, an acorn, maybe even a buckeye, you know. And you put them near the fire on the coals. And if it doesn't pop, explode, or burn up, it is meant that you're going to be in a constant love with them. And if the nuts or one of them did the opposite, it meant that that person's who nut popped, exploded, or completely burned up would be the one to lose faith and cheat. And if the nuts both did it together, the love is true and forever. Okay. So those are some games that I have here. I found those and I thought they were quite interesting. A little fun thing to talk about from the 1800s on Halloween. So, alright, so I'm going to probably put some songs on here for you now. So I'll say my goodbyes and listen to the songs if you care to, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.
A cat sits still on a welcome mat, eyes like moons were where shadows chat, a flutter above, a hush in the night, a bat descends in ghostly flight.
What are you? Says the cat.
Tail curl,
The bat replies.
I haunt this world. I'm a small rat with wings and fangs, vampire skills, the night it sang. What are yours, oh feline bright? The cat grins wide, I'm a witch's delight. The bat swoops low, its voice a hiss. Do you weave spells in the dark abyss? The cat purrs loud, a sly little sound. My paws leave magic where they touch the ground. A bat with secrets, a cat with pride. Two strange souls where the shadows bite. A bond of the weird, the moon their stage. Partners in mischief, page by page. I'm a small rat with wings and fangs, vampire skills, the night it sang. What are yours, oh feline bright? The cat grins wide, I'm a witch's delight.
Halloween's bats, they soar so high with featherless wings across the sky. Vampire teeth, they gnash with glee, swooping through the night so free. On shadowed branches, they hang tight, waiting for the moon's pure light. Acrobats of twilight's edge, dancing close to danger's ledge. Fear the vampires, they transform on Halloween when nights are warm. No escape till dawn's first grace. See them vanish without a trace. Whispers in the windy night, wings that give the child a fright. Echoes of their eerie song, haunting every dusk till dawn. Skies alight with shadows cast in the spells of witches past. Mischief finds its way to play. Darkness cloaks the light of day. Fear the vampires, they transform on Halloween when nights are warm. No escape till dawn's first grace. See them vanish without a trace. beneath my feet. The air's got a taste of autumn sweet. The press is singing cider streams. The orchard's alive with cider dreams. Round and round the wheel will spin. Every sip's where joy begins. Apple stars in every glass. Raise it high, let the moment last. Ooh, this cider's bliss. Pour it high, it's happiness. Stir it, bottle it, chill it, sip. Anybody want a donut with it? Sitting on the porch, sun setting like a dim lit torch. Apple